It's time for Ryan's Roses. Dear Ryan, I had my coworker stop by the house to pick up something he had left at the office. While he was there, I asked him if he wanted to stay for a drink. He ended up staying for a while. He and my wife got more and more drunk. The flirting seemed to increase. Nothing happened, but it was weird. Weeks later, he started following my wife on Instagram and vice versa.
Oh, no.
Now I'm thinking they're sending each other private messages. Like right underneath his own nose, right? Mm-hmm. Right there in front of him. Let's get Adrian on the line. Adrian is in Huntington Beach. Adrian, I just read your email. We put it on the air. I know you're concerned. Have you ever thought in the past that your wife, like, were you ever worried about her cheating on you before?
Absolutely not.
So this one incident makes you think something's going on?
Yeah, because everything went from everything seemed fine, but then I don't know whether I'm just in my head about it, but to talk about it makes me sound crazy, but I'm also, my coworker, he's very charismatic. He can command a room and so I look up to him, so I see those qualities in him. So I'm really noticing those qualities in him. But then when he stopped by the place and then, wasn't going to stay, but then once my wife was like, stay, he wanted to stay. And then, I don't know. I don't like it.
Well, listen, if you feel this way, I don't need anything else. I can call the guy. Patty, what are we going to, we're going to call the coworker, right? What are we going to offer him?
We're going to offer him some roses and we're going to see who he sends them to.
Oh. Okay, if he sends them to his wife.
Exactly.
Right? What is your wife's name?
Her name's Sam.
Sam. Okay, hang on one second. If you're just getting here, this one's a little different. We're in the middle of Ryan's Roses. We're making the phone call now. Adrian says a coworker of his came over to his house to drop something off, pick something up, whatever. And he offers him a drink. Well, then all of a sudden, his wife and this coworker start to drink more and more and more. And they're following each other on Instagram. He thinks they're DMing each other and that maybe this was the beginning to an affair. So we're going to call the coworker and offer him some roses and see if he sends the roses to his wife, whose name is Sam. That's what's happening here. Adrian, I need you to say, Ryan, you've my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
We're going to do just that. And stay very quiet, Adrian, until we tell him he's on the air. Let's see who he sends the roses to. Your wife's name is Sam. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good luck. Here we go, Patty.
Hello.
May I speak to Jake?
This is Jake.
Jake, hi. My name is Addie, calling from the flower shop across the street from Best Western. We're called Surf Flowers. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Yourself?
I'm good. I'm actually calling you because we're a new store we just opened, and we're calling because you've been chosen to receive a free dozen roses, and we're promoting our service here, and we would love to offer you a free dozen roses, which then you can go ahead and send to whoever you want this morning.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, definitely. That's super great. Thanks for picking me.
Of course, we're, like I said, we're new and we just want to promote our service, and we hope that you in return can tell either your colleagues or friends to order from us whenever they need flowers.
Oh, definitely. No, that's a great idea. Yeah, absolutely.
So let me know, who do you want to send the roses to? They're red roses.
Of course. Yeah. No, I'm going to send them to Sam.
Sam. Okay. And what do you want to put on the note?
Just put this needs to happen, but I don't want to. But don't sign it or anything.
So put anonymous.
I'm sorry.
Do you want me to put anonymous?
Yeah, just put it as anonymous, and do me a favor, and when you deliver it, just don't do it any later than 4 p.m.
Jake, your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I have Sam's husband, Adrian, on the phone. What are you up to, bro?
Yeah, what the dude? What the? Seriously? Wait. Doing? Who the think you are?
Bro, you got it. You got it all wrong.
Oh, really?
Look,
I got it.
What does he have
It
wrong?
sounds like I got it right.
This just sounds like a conversation to have with your wife, man.
Really? It sounds like a conversation with me and you in a parking lot.
Like I said, man, between you guys, it's a conversation you guys need to have for sure.
Wait, Jake, don't you guys work together?
We work together.
Jake, what are you doing with his wife?
Man, I'd rather not get into it on here. You know what I mean? Look, he needs to talk to Sam about it.
No, we're talking to you right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're on the line. So you just sent his wife roses. This needs to happen is the note.
What does that mean?
Look, man, she's a beautiful woman, dude. Like I don't know what to say to you.
Stealing people's wives, that's what you do? That's what your side job is? That's like how you make your extra money is by stealing other people's wives? Is that what you do?
Not everything's so black and white like that, dude. Like it's complicated and it's nuanced. I don't really know what to say to you here.
Me? I'm your friend. I was your friend. Why can't you respect me?
You're still my friend as far as
No.
Your friend. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Maybe so. I'm at a loss for words here, man. I really don't know what to say.
Jake, can we just articulate what's going on here? So you are having an affair with Adrian's wife, and you don't feel bad or wrong or guilty about it
At all.
I do. I mean, I do.
So you are having an affair. You just acknowledge that.
Yeah. Yes.
Are you
okay?
Just like, what are you? What are you?
Look, I've never been in this position before. I don't really know what to say. I'm really sorry to put you here, man. I'm very, very sorry. I'm really nervous. Just, she can explain it better than I can.
What is she going to explain?
It's complicated, man. It's just very complicated.
We
got plenty of time.
It's going to happen like this.
Hello?
Hello?
Jake? Adrian, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
He just hung up. Do you see this guy at work?
Yeah. I do.
I don't understand that sicko's attitude at all.
At all.
Where's your wife?
I don't know. She's probably at home right now.
Yeah, and this is not good, man. This is not good. They're doing all this behind your back for what reason? And he's anything you have in your mind about what you should be doing to him, I would not feel bad about him. Hang on, Adrian, 1 second. Hang on 1 second, bro. I don't even understand who that Jake. What is he?
Didn't even care at all. Like, yeah, I'm having an affair.
Yeah,
talk to your wife.
Talk to your wife. It's how complicated is it? It's not complicated. You're messing around with his wife, and you don't care. And they work together, and they're allegedly friends. Let's get back to this Ryan's Roses in a second. Adrian's coworker sleeping with his wife. Hang on. I don't know how many F-bombs were dropped, but hopefully we got them.
Yeah, but I mean, I understand. I would be just as livid.
Well, for sure, when your friend/coworker takes from coming over to your house and having a drink into an affair with your wife.
I don't
and
understand.
then acts like, bro, hey, man, it's not on me, it's on her.
Yeah.
Hey, don't talk to me, it's on you guys. In the card, Sam, his wife. This needs to happen. What needs to happen? Patty?
You
know, a friend of mine once told me, do not ever become friends with your coworkers because they will stab you in the back.
How'd that go for us?
That's terrible.
I mean, that's bad, right? But in this case, it makes sense.
Yeah, in this case, but are you saying that all of this is an act? You're not our friend?
No, I am your friend, but this call here reminds me of what my friend said to me once. So in this case, it applies.
I agree with that.
Yeah. But I do have to
be
say,
very careful.
I'm more mad at Sam than I am Jake.
Really?
Well,
yeah.
Okay, let's hold on for a second. All right, quickly, I want to go back. Then we'll get your calls on. Here's the situation. Adrian has a coworker named Jake. Jake is having an affair with Adrian's wife. Jake didn't really seem to care much about that at all.
Man, she's a beautiful woman, dude. Like I don't know what to say to you.
Stealing people's wives, that's what you do? That's what your side job is? That's like how you make your extra money is by stealing other people's wives? Is that what you do?
Not everything's so black and white like that, dude.
Well, I mean, what else is he going to, what other layers is he going to try and explain? So these guys are friends and coworkers, and Jake is having an affair with his wife. Now, Tanya, you feel that Sam is more to blame than Jake, the coworker.
She is the one that is in a marriage. She made the commitment to him in front of all their friends and family. She is the one that is in the relationship. We don't know Jake's status. He could be single for all we know. And granted, I don't condone what he did, but I think Sam should be held more responsible. She is in the committed relationship.
Very good point. I also think Jake is, I don't know, he's so not even there. He doesn't even understand. It's like he's unaware of what's happening. Patty?
Mm-hmm.
But Adrian said that Jake was a mentor to him.
Crazy.
I think you have to draw a line and say, you know what, I'm taking my coworker under my wing, and I have to respect all the boundaries. And I think, just hearing his voice, you can hear he has like a very strong personality. And I think, it was really easy for him to woo Sam in.
Yeah, and then throw Adrian out. Crazy. Yeah. Hello, Claire.
Yes.
So Tanya says she places more blame on Sam, the wife.
Mm-hmm.
Well, cheating is a two-way street. We don't know about their relationship, Sam and Adrian. Yeah,
and by the way, in this situation, do we care? They're both in such a bad spot here. Like, it doesn't really matter. They're both to blame. They both ruined the marriage. They both ruined the friendships. Like, they both did this.
Yeah, I guess we don't know the particulars, but yeah, it's going to make me not want to trust anybody anymore,
Well, don't go through life like that. And thanks for calling. We do know the particulars. Jake admitted to having an affair with Adrian's wife. Mm-hmm. That's particular. Lily, go ahead. You're on with us.
Hey, all right. So I just wanted to call in. I know some ladies out there might hate me for saying this, but I'm all for women empowerment. But there's one thing that wasn't discussed, and that's Sam in this situation. She's just as to blame as anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Cheating it's a two-way. It takes two people to cheat, right? And nobody.
Yes.
I think that she's just as at fault, and no one's even talking about her in this situation.
Well, Tanya is very much on the bandwagon of she's really to blame.
Savage Sam.
Yeah, I agree. And no one is even bringing that up. And I understand that Adrian, he's mad. He's upset right now in the moment, and he's really taking it out on this other guy. But he's not even taking a step back to even consider,
well, first of all, he's having a knee-jerk reaction of finding out his wife is having an affair with the guy that's his colleague and his friend. So I don't fault Adrian for being so upset at that guy, Jake. Lily, I have to tell you, my cortisol level is high. We're going to move off of this. All right? I'm releasing cortisol because of this stress. Thank you for calling. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I wish them the best of luck.
We wish everyone the best of luck, but they're going to need a lot of luck to get through that one. That was a tough one. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, thank you.
It's time for Ryan's Roses. So Amy in Alhambra writes into us, and she says, Dear Ryan, sis, I was in my husband's car. He was driving. I went to connect my phone to his Bluetooth so I could play music. When I hit connect, one of the options was Leslie M's phone. Now, I still have all kinds of people's connects in my dashboard, right? I don't know how to get it off. But so it doesn't mean anything. It's just that I haven't cleared my screen. So let's find out from Amy more. So Amy, good morning. How you doing?
I'm okay. I'm hanging in,
I understand. Well, let me just ask you a couple quick questions. Then we're going to make this call to your husband. Leslie M's phone. Do you know who Leslie M could be?
Yeah, she is a mom of one of the boys that my son is in school with. So, yeah, she's, and I know her. But here's the deal. She's always been really flirty with my husband. I've always just brushed it off. But Leslie is getting a divorce now. And I want to know why she was in my husband's car.
Oh, so there's no reason for her to have been in his car.
Well, and pairing the phone is not just happen. You got to go through and you got to type in a code and everything.
it's like it's not just like, oh, let me take you to the bus stop. It's just like it's a thing. You're in a ride with somebody. And you're making it more fun and
And he's never mentioned her before?
No, not at all. And it's just like I know Leslie, and of course we know her as the mom of my son's friend, of course. But like, it's not like, oh, I saw Leslie today, or oh, I helped her. Like, you do these things for people, and you drop it in your conversation.
And what's your read? Oh, you've met her. What's your read on her? How do you feel around her?
I don't have a very good feeling about it. I mean, she's nice, but like, I just don't like how she's been overly flirty. And I just took that as like, people are insecure, so they need to compensate. And, it's just weird. And she, the way she just like brushes her hand on my, the husband's shoulder or whatever.
Oh, no.
Okay. All right, Amy, hold on one second. We'll come back and let's make the call and see if we can find out what's going on. But to pair the Bluetooth, that takes time and effort. It doesn't just like automatically sync up like that. We're calling Amy's husband. So she got into her husband's car, and when she got to the pairing of the Bluetooth, one of the names up there was not just her husband. It was Leslie M's phone, and that's a mom from the school where her kid goes. So why was Leslie M in her husband's car pairing her phone? I mean, if you don't understand how that works, that is an easy way to get caught carrying somebody along in your car.
I know, because you have to go into the setup, you have to say pair phone, and then there's a code that's usually sent to your phone. So it's like, it's not, you're right, it's not easy.
But if you forget to take it out, then that's an easy way to catch somebody.
Yeah, it stays there.
So, Amy, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then your husband's name on Kiss FM. Go ahead.
Okay, Ryan, you have my permission to call my husband on Kiss FM.
What is his name? Okay, hold on one second. We're going to get him on the phone. Be very, very quiet until we tell him he's on the air, okay? All right,
okay.
Here we go. Good luck.
Oh, God.
Hello?
Hi, is Colin?
This is he.
Hi, Colin. My name is Valerie. I'm calling from Butterfly Blooms. We're actually a flower business here in Alhambra. How are you doing this morning?
I'm okay. How are you, Valerie?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. If I could just have a few moments of your time. We're trying to promote our delivery service. So right now we're having a promotion for local residents specifically. And it's a free dozen red roses that you can send to anybody that you'd like today. They're absolutely free. I don't need cash, credit card info, anything like that from you. We just hope that you refer us to friends and family if you like our services. Obviously come back, but they're absolutely free for today.
Okay. Sure, I'm not going to be charged or anything like that?
No,
any way?
I'm not going to. I won't have any info to even charge you. So we just, we can start with the name of the person you want to send them to.
Yeah. Let's do, to Leslie.
To Leslie. Okay. And what would you like to put on the card? We have different types of, occasions. So we have, I love yous, romantic ones, I'm sorry, thinking of you.
Yeah, let's just put you looked amazing today.
You looked amazing today. Oh, that's sweet. And would you like me to sign it, love, Colin?
No, you should know who it's from.
Oh, so don't even put your name?
Correct.
Colin?
Okay.
Yeah?
Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I have your wife, Amy, on the other line. She just heard everything that you said. And so I don't think there's any reason to try and spin this. What is going on with you and Leslie?
What's going on with her and Devin?
What?
I don't know who Devin is. Amy, who is Devin?
Hold on a second.
So Devin is Olivia's father.
Devin, I have no idea what you're talking about now. I think you're deflecting, and I just need to know: are you sleeping with Leslie? I'm asking you: are you sleeping with Leslie?
Are you sleeping with Devin?
Who's Devin?
Oh my God! Are you insane?
You've been with him a lot lately. I saw a text pop up from him the other day.
You're insane.
What did the text say, Colin?
It was just emojis. It was like happy emojis.
Yeah, emojis. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely.
So
I need to know. Are you sleeping with Leslie?
We've been spending a lot of time lately together.
Okay.
Well, obviously, she told us that her phone is paired to your car. So that, I don't know if you know that, but her phone is paired to your car in the Bluetooth. Clearly, Colin, you're cheating on your wife. Okay, you just basically said that to us. Amy.
Oh my God! I'm having a heart attack right now. Wait, I just have to know: are you the reason for their divorce, Colin?
No.
Oh my God! That's all. You don't have to say.
They weren't. They didn't love each other anyway.
What?
Okay.
What?
Do you love your wife?
Well,
and who's
obviously
Devin?
not.
I can't even concentrate right now. Like there's nothing.
She's definitely sleeping with Devin.
Oh
Who's
my
Devin?
gosh! Oh my gosh!
Who is Devin?
He's a. It's not.
Wait, who's Olivia?
It's a girl. It's a girl in a class with my. It's just a whole bunch of parents going on here.
All right, so I just want to try and understand because we're confused. So, Colin, Colin, you're blaming your wife for sleeping with another father?
Correct.
And Amy,
oh
you're
my gosh.
blaming Colin. Obviously, Colin is doing what you think he's doing. So, Colin, why do you think that your wife is sleeping with Devin?
Because I always see them around the school, and they always are doing little side chats and talking. And she touched his arm the other day, like when he said something funny. It was beyond flirting. It was beyond flirting.
All right, what a mess. I don't know what to think. Colin,
is this what
clearly
parents do? I'm confused.
You're cheating on your wife. And how long have you been doing this with Leslie?
Yeah, how long? This is what this is about. Don't deflect or try and change the subject. Come on, how long?
You're doing the same thing. You're doing the same thing.
Are you cheating too, Amy?
This he said, she said is malarkey. It's malarkey.
Malarkey?
No,
it's real.
Colin, how long has it been going on with you and Leslie?
Yeah, just answer that question.
A month and a half.
I'm gonna get sick.
You've been doing the same.
I'm sick.
You were sleeping with Devin.
I'm gonna go.
Don't act like I'm the only guilty one here. You've been sleeping with Devin.
Amy, is there any truth to this with you and Devin?
Is there?
I mean, clearly you guys are both guilty.
I mean,
not the point. It is not the point.
No, it is the point. You have
Amy,
me calling your husband.
Us. Yeah.
You have me calling your husband. You're doing the same thing. You guys have a lot of issues to work out, and we are not going to be part of them.
If he's coming
you know
clean,
what, Ryan?
you should just come clean
you have
too.
a lot of issues now. I'm for you to say that I have issues. I'm trying to figure this out, and it's just well, maybe I'm just like I
just want to make
just calling you a hypocrite.
No, I'm just saying I don't know Devin. I don't know Leslie. I don't know Amy. I don't know Colin. But Amy, you asked us to call your husband because you thought he was cheating, and clearly you just admitted.
And now I know he is.
Didn't you just admit to the same thing?
She did. She did. You're right, Ryan. She's a hypocrite.
Well, I didn't say she's a hypocrite. I'm just saying that she's asking me to call you out on what she's doing too.
That's a hypocrite.
Well, I don't need to use the words. Here's what I'm going to do. You guys have a complexity issue, and you need to sort through your complexities. And I don't know what kind of school you're going to, but it is a lot of extracurricular activity going on at that school. Amy, Colin, good luck.
I can tell you, it's called the divorce school now. Okay, thanks.
You're welcome, Amy. Thank you, both of you. Good luck to both of you.
Thank you for emailing us, Amy.
I mean, did they just both turn on us?
Yeah, she did. And I'm not going to stand for it. She emailed us, so chill.
Well, out of guilt.
Yeah.
Out of her own guilt.
And then she tries to no. Sorry, Amy.
So I'm just curious. Did she start seeing this Devin 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, and Colin just reacting? I don't know.
Sounds like everybody at that school's hooking up with everybody.
It's too much. All right, going back to Ryan's Roses. So you have a situation where I'm a little tired, but I do think I followed along on that one, and I did my best to really sit back and listen. But Amy reaches out to us about her husband, Colin. They're married. She thinks that her husband's cheating with a mom at the school. He is. He says he's doing it because she's doing it with the dad at the school. She is. He says he's been doing it for a month and a half, and then she starts yelling at us.
Yeah, she turned on us, and that really, really.
So, first of all, what school are they going to where all the parents are seeing each other's parents? I mean, that's just
this is
crazy
frightening to me. I want to homeschool my kids.
After that call, I don't even know if I want to have kids.
Oh, gosh.
So he sends Leslie, you look amazing. I mean, the guy, he had basically admitted to cheating. So did she. Yes. She couldn't answer the question. So now what? I mean, I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, first of all, these two need to not be together, right? It's all bad. Second of all, did he cause the divorce between Leslie? Did Colin cause the divorce between Leslie and her ex-husband? Like it.
He said no.
But that's only a month and a half. A month and a half, they can't be divorced that fast.
I don't think so either.
Can they? I mean...
But news spreads. Maybe they announced they're getting divorced. Maybe it's not official yet.
Separated, getting divorced. All right.
I mean, this is like a telenovela over here.
But then you say, okay, Colin tells me that he's been seeing Leslie for a month and a half. So has Amy been seeing Devin longer than a month and a half? I think yes. It
sounded like she didn't want to go there. She didn't even want to answer any of the questions, and then she turned on you.
See, I think yes, because she out of guilt wrote in about her husband because she knew she was doing the same thing. And she's probably doing it longer. All right, to be a fly on the wall in that PTA meeting. Wow.
Ooh.
It's time for Ryan's Roses. Let's read the email, and then we'll put Becca in Lakewood on the line. Dear Ryan and Sissy, my husband was at home working and got up to use the restroom. He didn't realize that his iMessages were popping up, and I was reading his incoming texts. They were completely inappropriate. So she goes, I confronted him. It got ugly, but we have 3 kids together, so I stayed with him. So this already went down in a bad way. Like, he got caught, but the 3 kids, so she stays there. She says he promised he was not going to see her anymore. So
it was a full-blown affair. Okay.
But now I think he's doing it again. I got a message on Instagram from a weird account. See, here's my problem already. Here's my problem already. He got away with it. And so he thinks he can get away with it again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he got away with it. And so he thinks he can do it again. That's what, Patty?
But aren't you allowed to forgive someone and forget?
I'm just telling you what I think is happening with him.
It's like, you know what they say, when the grass goes green, it's not going to turn any other color. I don't know how that connects, right?
Let's get
Becca.
Becca.
Like, he did it once, he's going to do it again.
So the grass is going to turn brown?
You fooled me once. All right, let's get Becca on the line. Becca, thank you for your candid email. First of all, we're sorry that you had to deal with this scenario and an affair already once.
Thank you.
But it sounds like for your family, you dug in and you said,
right,
I'll forgive you. Just don't do it again. And now you think he's doing it again.
Right. That's exactly it.
What was this message that triggered your concern?
Well, let me tell you. So it was about 3 months ago. My husband, he was working from home, and he got up to use the bathroom, and I was just kind of like walking around, having a bowl of fruit, and I just kind of sat down in the chair that he was previously sitting in, and he had left his phone on the arm of the chair, and it started to messages started to pop up. I guess he didn't realize that the iMessages were still on, and I was able to read all of his incoming text messages. And
as you should.
Right. It was things like, I've been thinking about you all day, and I know that I can't see you, but I can't wait to be together again, things like that. So I basically caught him right there, red-handed. And
did he admit to cheating and all that?
Yeah, he admitted to cheating. It was some girl that he met at a gas station named Sarah, and it was supposed to be like a one-time thing, and he kind of got wrapped up, and it continued for longer, and it just got really ugly between he and I.
Well,
of course,
okay, let's. I don't want to get distracted by asking too many questions. Hang on for a second. Here's what we know: he's done it once. You forgave him. I'm concerned that because he got away with it, he thinks he can get away with it again. But we will call and find out who he sends the roses to next. All right, Becca is on the phone. So the quick summary here is, and if you want to listen to the roses call, we're making it now. We're about to dial now. She caught her husband cheating for the first time already. And she read messages then that were inappropriate. She caught him. She found out there was an affair going on, and she forgave him because they got kids. She did what's best for her family, and that's what she felt. And that's strong and bold, and it's great that you did that.
But that trust
selfless
is
what
broken.
That was. But the trust is broken, and I'm concerned that he got away with it, and he might think he can get away with it again. Now, the woman's name, this is a trigger for us. The woman's name you gave us was Sarah.
Yeah.
And you think it could be Sarah again because that's who it was the last time?
Yeah, like I'm not confident that he was just able just to break it clean like that, especially if he spent, so much time with her.
How's he been acting with you after all this?
I mean, extra, lovey, just trying to make sure that, that he's there and, reassuring, everything that he's doing, just, trying to show me that he's trustworthy. So,
Becca.
Yeah, he's been...
I want to go. I want to get Sisney on the phone with him. So say this for us. Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Okay. Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
And we will, right now. So
Thank you.
Sisney is going to offer him roses. That will happen. You'll hear all this. Be very quiet. Now, we want to find out who he sends them to. Be on the lookout for the name Sarah. And, of course, any sort of emotional sentiment that he wants to write on the card. That's also very valuable. So we're going to set this up so you can hear it, but don't speak until we tell him he's on the air, okay?
Sure.
All right. Good luck, Becca.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hi, is this Eric?
Yes, it is.
Hi, Eric. This is Jenna. I'm calling from JJ's Floral Design in Lakewood. How are you doing this morning?
I'm pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. We're brand new to the area right on Candlewood near the FedEx. Do you know where that is?
Yeah, I actually do, yeah.
Well, the reason I'm calling is because we're offering a chance for local residents to send flowers to anybody that they'd like today. So basically, it's a dozen roses. You can choose the color and send them to anybody that you'd like.
Oh, wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, they're absolutely free. I don't need any credit card info or billing info from you. We can start with the name of the person that you'd like to send them to.
Yeah. How about send them to Annie?
Annie, okay. And then what would you like to put on the card? Well, we actually have a bunch of different cards. We have romantic cards that have hearts on them, or thank you cards, I'm sorry cards, birthday cards.
Yeah, let's go with romantic. This is definitely a romantic one.
Cute. Okay, what would you like to write?
If they could say, how about something like, I'll love you forever. I promised you then, and I promise you now.
I'll love you forever. I promised you then.
Eric? Becca, is this your husband, Eric?
Yes, it is.
All right. Eric, this is Ryan Seacrest. Your voice is being broadcast now. I want you to understand that. We have your wife, Becca, on the line, who I don't know what to even ask after hearing that. Who is Annie? I'll love you forever. I promised you then. I promise you now.
Actually, guys, Annie is my pet name that Eric's been calling me, and my family's been calling me since when we first met. And my family, it's a name that my family gave me, and only the closest people around me call that. It's my middle name.
So he's talking about you.
Yeah, he's talking about me.
How do you feel?
I mean, that makes me feel so relieved. I'm sorry I had to do this. I'm sorry.
Hold on, Annie. Annie. Before we do that, Eric, I'm going to tell you why we're calling you.
Mm-hmm.
Your wife had told us about an affair you had with a woman named Sarah. She's gotten a strange message on Instagram from a weird account, and she thinks that you might have rekindled with Sarah. So your wife is concerned. I mean, she asked us to call you, so I'm just going to tell you, she's concerned that you're having an affair again.
That's completely false. Definitely not true. I don't know who the Instagram account is or anything else like that. Like, we discussed this a few weeks ago. It's done. I'm done. I'm only with her.
Becca, only you know your husband well enough to believe him or not. What do you think?
I don't know, Eric. I mean, the message was from a weird made-up account. There was no post on it, and it sent me a message saying, "If you only knew everything." ... Like, what am I? What does that mean?
Everything.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's a coincidence. Like, it seems, what a coincidence, Like, we're going through this toughest time of our lives, and now I get this message just when I thought we're on the right track. So, I have concerns. I have doubt.
I mean, why don't you just go to Panda Express and see what the fortune cookie says? I mean, like, I don't know. Like, that's not...
See? You
I
don't
don't know
say
who
that.
said that.
You don't say that unless you're being defensive.
It's a little aggressive.
That's aggressive and defensive. That, to me, that's the aroma of guilt.
You guys.
It's the aroma of guilt.
No, like, don't say that. Like, like, I have every right to be questioning, anything that sounds suspicious. So, like,
the trust was broken, so now she can't.
Where's Sarah now, Eric? How'd you break it off with her?
I called her and I told her that I was done with it. That's exactly what Becca and I talked about this. We talked about it. We talked and talked. And then I called Sarah. I told her, hey, I'm done. I can't do this. I have a wife. I have kids. I'm done. And that's what it was. That's how it ended. I'm not talking with her anymore. I haven't talked to her in weeks.
Then she DMs your wife and says, if you only knew everything.
Thank you.
Steve, you're saying that she DM'd, that you don't know that she DM'd. I don't know who that was. I don't know what account it was. I don't know if she's on there. I don't know any of that stuff.
All right, well, look.
You're making an assumption that's not there.
Well, we're doing the best we can with the facts Becca, your wife, gave us. Eric, Becca, both of you, we're going to let you go. I'm glad he sent the flowers to you if your name is also Annie, but I sensed defensiveness. Take it and do what you want with it. Thank you very much for reaching out to us.
Thanks for having me, guys.
You're welcome.
Bye. It's weird he said thank you at the end.
Yeah, with pleasure.
Okay.
Anytime.
Wow.
No, everything was going okay, and then he's guilty of something.
Well, you guys, we just called him out of nowhere.
That's called Ryan's Roses. Yes, Patty?
He said something toward the end that just really pissed me off. When he was defending the other person, whoever it was. When he said, I don't know, it could have been anybody. Like, the fact of the matter is that your wife got a message, and you should be defending your wife at this moment, at this time right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it just really got me mad. And it's just like, he's blaming her now. Saying like, well, you're the one that got the message.
Well, this is my point, that he turned defensive.
Yeah.
And I think that smells guilty.
Totally.
Like he got a little harsh, and he was.
I think he knew it was us.
It's time for Ryan's Roses. Here's the story. He's not wearing his wedding band, and he's not going to the gym. So why does he keep taking it off? Well, he says to his wife, hey, look, I feel like I'm bloated midday. And I'm gaining weight, and it doesn't fit, so I take it off. Sandra's on the phone. Sandra, good morning. How are you?
Hi, how are you? Good.
We're good. So, I know you're coming from Downey, and I get, I think it is possible that the finger gets inflamed or bloated, causing the ring to not fit so well. It could go up and down in the course of a day, actually, depending on what you are eating. It certainly could go up and down in the course of a week. So I don't find it so unlikely that he may be taking off because it doesn't fit. Why don't you believe him?
I mean, yeah, it sounds like a good reason, but I just, there's something, I mean, I know him, and I don't know, it just doesn't, I don't think that's the whole story.
Have you offered to take his ring and get it resized?
Oh, no. But it's not about that, you know? Like, you just know. I know my husband. Like, I know how he acts, and it's just like this very evasive way of saying, like, oh, no, well, it's I've been putting on weight, so this doesn't fit me anymore. So, and that's not it, you know?
All right, we're going to get to the bottom of it. Let me just put you on hold. We'll come back. We'll call your husband next, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Sandra's on the phone. We're going to call her husband, and we're going to offer him the roses and find out why he's taking his wedding ring off. He says because he's gaining weight. Doesn't fit on the finger. Hurts come midday while he's working. How long have you been married to him?
4 years.
Okay. I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Okay. Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
Okay, we are going to call him now. Be very quiet. We want to find out who he is thinking about, like who he sends these roses to, and then what he writes on the card as well, okay?
Okay.
So stay quiet till we tell him he's on the air, all right?
Yeah.
Here we go. Good luck.
Hello?
Hi, is this Vince?
Yes.
Hi, Vince. My name is Reese. How you doing this morning?
Hey, Reese, how you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. I'm calling from the Enchanted Flower. We're actually brand new here on the corner of Firestone and La Reina. Do you know where that is?
I think so. Not 100%.
Well, that's part of the reason why we're calling. We're just trying to get the word out of our new flower shop, and we're reaching out to local residents. Basically, we would love to send you some free dozen roses. Actually, roses that you can send to anybody else.
No strings attached?
No, nothing. I don't need credit card info, anything like that. Just the name of the person, and we can put a note on there, and they can have them by lunchtime today, or if a different day is more convenient for you, we can do that as well. And
Sure,
you can choose whatever color roses you'd like.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go with red.
Okay, red
and
roses.
And it's going to go to my wife.
Uh-huh.
Her name's Carmela.
Carmela. Beautiful name.
Yeah.
What would you like to put on the note?
Give me a sec. See. Let's go with, can't think of anyone more deserving of these.
Can't think of someone more deserving.
What about your wife, Vince? It's Ryan Seacrest and Sissany. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I have Sandra, your wife, on the phone. Who's Carmela?
Carmela's my wife.
Who's Sandra, Vince?
Sandra, what is this?
Yeah.
What is
what?
Did she just like frame me on the radio? What is this?
Vince, I'm on the phone with Sandra, your wife. Is that your wife?
Why are you sending flowers to... Who's Carmela?
Are you living a double life?
Can I call you back separate? Look.
Vince, are you married?
Yes.
What's your wife's name?
Carmela.
Who's Sandra?
Sandra's another person I'm seeing.
What?
Wait, I'm confused.
Do you have another wife?
Sandra, you have what?
I have a wife, and we've been a little distant, and I started going out with this other person.
Is that Sandra?
Yeah.
But Sandra told me you guys are married, Vince.
We're not quite married. I proposed, but I was...
We're not quite married. What is wrong with you? Who are you? Who is this person?
So, Vince, you're married to Carmela but not Sandra?
Correct.
Sandra, you're married to Vince?
I'm married.
To Vince?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know who's with me on this, but I can't figure out what the hell's going on.
Oh, my gosh.
I proposed.
To whom?
To Sandra.
Sandra, did you know about Carmela?
I'm sorry. No, I didn't know anything. I'm sorry. I just can't. Oh God.
All right. Well, here's the reason he's taking his wedding band off, because he's married and he doesn't want you to see it.
I know, but
Sandra, you're not married to him, are you?
yes, we're married.
But he just said he's not married to you.
It was a marriage for us. It was, it was a ceremony, and it was a ceremony that was supposed to mean that we were married.
All right. Well, someone is not telling me something, and I can't figure it out.
We didn't marry legally, but we had a ceremony with our friends. And
all right. So you're not
family.
married, but you.
That to me, I'm sorry, Vince, but that to me is being married to me.
All right.
How could you be hiding this from me?
That was an engagement party.
It doesn't matter.
Oh
Vince,
my gosh.
you have a wife, dude. All right. Sandra, I'm done with both of you guys. Thank you very much. I wish you good luck, okay?
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
I'm
going in circles.
Me too.
I can't get any answer out of anybody. So Vince is cheating on Carmela with Sandra, and Sandra didn't know about Carmela. He's always two-timing.
So he's
got
married.
Two
Yeah,
relationships.
he's married twice.
He's married and engaged.
I don't get it.
Well, what a waste of time that was.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
Bye.
Thanks for all the help on that, guys.
I was dumbfounded.
I kept looking up at Sisney and Tanya like, you guys ask a question.
My jaw was on the counter. But who's married?
Like, Vince, we're on the phone with your wife, Sandra. My wife's Carmela.
I've heard of men like this.
Men like this.
Delusional, narcissistic.
So he had a wife and a fiance.
Mm-hmm.
You think what?
He said it was an engagement party, so now I'm thinking that Sandra might be a little delusional.
No.
What does it matter? He's seeing two women.
I get it.
And he's married to one, Carmela.
I can't.
I actually ran out of questions.
Me too.
I literally was like, I don't know how any other way to ask a question about what I'm asking, so I have to let you guys go.
But this is what these people do. They make you believe like it's totally normal. Yeah, I have a wife and I'm engaged to this other girl. Like they think it's fine in their head, that it's right in their world, that they see nothing wrong with. That's why he was just having normal conversation. Like, yeah.
But if he was engaged to Sandra, then why was she concerned about his wedding ring? So therefore he's wearing a wedding ring with Sandra. So she thought they were married. They thought they had a ceremony. He's saying it was an engagement party.
To him, it was probably an engagement party, but to her, it was a wedding.
Well, I don't think anybody should be with him.
Yeah,
no.
I agree.
All right. Before we do anything else, let's go back to the Ryan's Roses. So Vince, we called Vince. Sandra reaches out and says, something's going on with my husband. He keeps taking off his wedding ring when he comes home. And Vince says, I'm bloated. My fingers are swollen. In the afternoon, my fingers get swollen. I take off my ring. So what? So we call Vince. Vince sends the roses to Carmela, his wife.
Yeah.
And I say, no, Vince, you're on the air, and I have your wife, Sandra, on the phone. He says, no, Ryan, my wife is Carmela. Sandra's the girl I'm engaged to. And Ryan runs out of questions. I mean, you want to shut me up? I didn't know what to say there.
On the card he put, can't think of someone more deserving.
Well, you tell me you've got a wife that you just sent roses to, but I'm on the line with your fiance who tells me she's your wife. I don't have any more questions.
Yeah. I'm confused.
Right. No one was helping anybody out on that one.
No.
So what we know is that he has two relationships simultaneously with two different women. I don't know who's married, who's engaged, but two different women. And he was trying to convince me it was normal.
Mm-hmm.
So let me get Amanda on the line. Amanda, good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Well, I'm a little confused. You think you figured out what's going on?
I think so. I think I got it. So this guy, Vince, it sounds like he's legally married to Carmela, right? Like the woman he was trying to send roses to. He's probably legally married to her.
Okay.
And then started seeing this other woman. And then that's why they had, like he said, like a ceremony with their friends. So it wasn't like a legal marriage. It was just more of like a celebration of their relationship, kind of like sharing vows, but they were never legally married.
Right, but he said it was an engagement party.
Yeah, but then she said it was a celebration, so I feel like they must have, it probably was, maybe he proposed, and then, like, at the party, they did, like, a little ceremony to show their love, and that was, in their mind, like, almost like their quick little, marriage ceremony.
I don't like any of it.
That's what I
Amanda. I listen, who knows? I can't try and figure it out. And this guy's delusional and he's got problems. Mary, beware of anyone who doesn't want to legally marry you. That's her message, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. If he wants to marry you legally, great. Everything's good. But if he doesn't want to make it legal, there's a red flag there.
Well, there's a reason. Like, why not make it legal? If we're doing it, we're doing it, right? We're all in, not half.
Exactly.
I agree with that. Patty, go ahead.
There has to be a third woman. Because if he's removing the ring, that means he's actually hanging out with somebody who is
Can't
not
see
married.
a ring. Oh, true. She's right. So he's got a ring with his wife. He's got a ring with his other wife.
The other wife.
Who's
And
not
he's-
official.
and he's removing the ring.
Removing the ring when he's with somebody else.
Oh, jeez.
It's true. She's right.
No, I know she's right, but it's so sad.
And I look, he's totally capable of that, Patty, based on what I had with him. All right. Well, that's a very interesting.
Single ladies, beware of, what was his name?
His name is Vince.
Vince in Downey.
It's time for Ryan's Roses. Jay, who says, Dear Ryan and Sissany, I think my wife's cheating on me. Now, listen to this. She doesn't sleep with him. She's always going out with her friends when the kids go to sleep. She's acting different. She treats me like a roommate. So I don't know if maybe well, let me ask. Hey, Jay, how long have you been married?
We're approaching 6 years this coming weekend.
So do you think she's just bored? What makes you think she's cheating?
I don't know, man. I don't think she's bored. It's different. I mean, this is like, it kind of feels almost like cruise control. Like she's just being really cold and I don't know. It's not my wife. It's just something different. There's something off.
Do you have kids?
Yeah, we have 2 kids, but I don't want to, you know.
All right, so here's the thing. We are going to call your wife. Question. Do you think we should call her and offer her roses? Will that work for a man?
I mean, our anniversary is coming up, so like I guess.
I agree. I think it's okay.
That would make sense, right?
I think so. I think it's a thoughtful gesture.
Yeah, I mean, I just really appreciate you guys helping out. Like, I don't know what else to do. So sending a bouquet is going to get an answer. Let's do it.
We're doing it next. We have Jay on the line. Jay's been married for 6 years. And his wife's acting distant and cold, not sleeping in the same bed. They're not intimate. She puts the kids to bed and then she goes out. Wow. Now, it could be complacency or she could be cheating. We don't know. But Sissany is going to offer her some roses and find out who she wants to send the roses to and what she puts on the card. Jay.
Yeah.
I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call and whatever your wife's name is on Kiss FM. Go ahead.
Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
And we do. Sissany is going to, listen to this. Sissany is going to offer her some roses. Mm-hmm. We're going to find out who she sends them to and what she puts on the card. And you said your anniversary is when?
Coming this coming weekend.
All right, well, he should be the one. I mean, he should be top of mind.
Of course.
So let's go. Jay, good luck. We need to be very, very quiet until we find out what she writes on this card, all right?
Okay, thanks.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Cara?
Yeah, this is she.
Hi, Cara. My name is Brittany. I'm calling from Brit's Blooms. We're a new flower shop here in Chino on Riverside Drive. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. So we're kind of new to the area, and we're doing a promotion where we're giving away free dozen roses, and you can actually pick any color from red, yellow, pink, or white and send them to anybody that you'd like today. They're absolutely free. We're just trying to promote our delivery service.
So they're totally free?
Yes, I don't need any credit card info or billing info or anything like that. Just the name of the person you want to send them to. And we have like different types of cards that you can choose from, whether it's birthday, anniversary, love, or thank you.
Yeah, we can send them to my husband, Jay. Our anniversary is coming up this next weekend, so you can choose like the anniversary card or whatever.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. And then what would you like to put on the card?
Just happy anniversary.
Cara, hi, it's Ryan Seacrest and Sissany, and your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I need you to know that. I have your husband, Jay, on the phone. And Jay has asked us to call you because he's concerned that you're seeing another man and cheating on him.
I'm just so relieved that you sent the flowers to me. I mean, I if I'm honest, I really am. I'm afraid that you were cheating on me, and
I am cheating on you.
What?
I'm cheating on you. I would have told you, but you just haven't asked me before. So this is like the first time you've asked me, so I'm telling you. There's just a guy that I met, and it's not really anything serious.
A guy that you met. So
yeah.
So that's it. Are we done? Is that it?
I mean, if you want to be.
I mean, it doesn't seem like you're leaving me with a choice, Cara.
No, you have a choice. I just said, like, you can if you want to. Either way.
What choice do I have? I mean, how do you explain that to the kids? Like, what are you thinking?
I told you it's not serious. If you want to be with me, you can still be with me or not.
What's not serious? You and me, or you?
No.
Are you kidding me? I mean, our 6-year anniversary is coming up. It doesn't mean anything to you? Like what we said, the vows don't mean anything?
I just told you that the guy I met is nothing serious. That's what I meant by that.
Well, Cara, we're just a little confused by your honesty.
Mm-hmm.
Do you love your husband?
I do.
But you sound like you could just toss it up in the air and go either way, and you're married.
Well, to be honest, I mean, I'm very honest with him, and he's never taken issue with me before, and now he's asking me, and so I'm being honest with him. Like, it's something that happens.
Do you want an open marriage? Is that what you're implying?
I don't know that I want that. I just think that I don't know. This is just something that happens. It's not serious.
But there's not a lot of conviction to your commitment of being with him. It doesn't sound that way.
Well, we've been together for 6 years. We have 2 kids together. I think that's something that is significant. I'm not trying to.
Not by the way you're talking about it. You sound bored, like you're talking about watching.
You sound robotic and transactional.
This is ridiculous, guys. I can't, Ryan. I can't do this. I can't do this.
Oh.
I can't. I mean, I can't.
Hold on. Hold on one second. Hold on one second, okay. Both of you. Hold on, Jay. Hey, grab Jay for a second off air. Hold on for a second. Put Cara on hold too. I don't know that I've ever heard a reaction like that. She's so monotone.
Yeah.
And so,
speechless.
hey, yeah, I'm doing it. Now you decide what you want. That doesn't sound like somebody that's committed to somebody else.
That doesn't sound like anybody that loves somebody else.
I'm really confused.
I mean,
by all of that. All right, hang on one second. Take them off the air. It's time for Ryan's Roses. I don't want to throw out any pessimism because I like to be an optimistic person no matter what's coming our way. I worry about this Ryan's Roses. I just don't know that we have enough. It says, Dear Ryan and Sissany, my husband recently liked a text of mine by adding the heart emoji. My husband doesn't do that kind of stuff. He never has replied to me with an emoji. I didn't address it with him because he clearly did it by accident, and I'm convinced he meant to send it to someone else. My thinking is if he's willing to send a heart emoji to someone, then he'll be willing to send them roses. So, Amy, thanks for coming on in Palos Verdes. What do you think is going on here with this emoji and your husband?
Well, first off, I have to say, it's really strange because my husband doesn't even like emojis, but it's one of those, I think they call it a tap back. You know, like when you hold down the text and it gives you like an option about, heart or ha-ha.
Yeah.
Or, right. And he never sends any of this stuff. So I sent him a text, something completely benign, and then he taps back this heart. And this is so not like him. And he's just been really distracted lately and looking at his phone a lot and like taking some days off from work and like leaving the house. I think something's going on.
All right. Well, I don't know. I worry a little bit about. I mean, we're going to make the call for you. I worry a little bit about this. So let's just put you on hold. How long have you been married?
8, almost 9 years. And we have 2 kids, and we have a really, really nice life. And everything's been really great. But in the last few months, he just has been acting really odd. And this is just such a standout. I mean, you know, he's just never, ever been into like the cute or the LOL. You know, and so for him to send a heart tap back, I'm just freaking out.
Okay.
Got it. Hang on. We're going to come back with you, Amy. Well, I've felt more confident about these calls before, but Amy, she does have, I mean, she's married 9 years, 2 kids. She thinks that her husband, that something's going on because he used an emoji. Mm-hmm. I mean, can you explain this, sis?
I feel like a woman knows when your husband is acting different, or even just someone close to you is acting different all of a sudden. And that's what's happening here. He's been distracted. He's been distant. He's been on his phone a lot. So I think she's kind of feeling that he learned this. Someone taught him about
She
those
thinks
effects.
because he has knowledge of cutesy emojis that someone is influencing him, or he's using them with someone.
Yes.
Because he accidentally sent one to her. All right. This is last resort. Wall, hard place. Rock. Wall, rock, hard place. Lots of walls, lots of rocks, lots of hard places.
So would you rather her discuss this with him before we make this call?
I'm going to make the call because we're here and I got nothing else to do right now. So, Amy, are you there?
I am.
Okay, Amy, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Okay, Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
Okay, we are going to call your husband.
Okay.
Be very, very quiet because Sisney's going to offer him some roses. We want to find out who he sends them to and what he puts on a card, okay?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Good luck.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for Chris.
Yeah, this is he. Who's this?
Hi, Chris. This is Jolie. I'm calling from Joe's Flowers. We're actually brand new here in Palos Verdes, right on Western. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. If I could just please have a few moments of your time. I'm calling because we're offering a chance for local residents to send flowers to anybody that they like today. And it's a dozen red roses that you can send. They're absolutely free. I don't need cash, credit card, any billing info from you. We just ask that you refer us to friends and family.
Okay. Was I on like a mailing list or something?
We get all of our data from, you might have purchased something online either in the past 18 months or so and clicked to receive promotional offers from local vendors and stuff, and that's where we get all of our database from.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I mean, it's totally free. I mean,
absolutely.
I don't have to pay for, like, delivery or anything?
Everything is covered. We just need the name of the person that you want to send the flowers to, and we can write a nice little cute note on there.
Sure. Yeah. Cool. Sounds good. Okay. What do you need first, I guess?
What is the name of the person you want to send the flowers to?
Let's put Amy on there. It's my wife.
Amy.
So we'll give her a nice little surprise, I guess.
Yeah, that'll be great. And then what would you like to write on the note?
Nothing too big. I guess just simple. Love you.
Love you.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's beautiful. And when would you like these sent out? Today, this evening?
Chris, it's Ryan. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, I guess send them out today, I guess, yeah.
Chris, it is Ryan Seacrest. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. Can you hear me?
Yeah, this is, what?
Hi.
Wait,
well, hey, Chris, we have your wife, Amy, on the phone.
What? Wait, is everybody at like a flower shop or something? What's going on?
No. We're actually, your voice is broadcast on the radio right now. And Amy, Chris, to be blunt, Amy reached out to us and asked us to call you to find out if you would send roses to another woman because she saw that you sent her some sort of cute emoji that she thinks she wouldn't know how to do unless influenced by another woman. So can you explain to her what's going on? She'd like to know.
What? No. Oh, my God, no. I mean, no. Honey, I would never send roses to another woman. Come on. That's crazy. Wait, what is this about now? Like, what are you thinking, Names?
You have just been not very present lately, and then this weird thing happened with the message that I sent to you, and I'm really just concerned. I know I should have probably brought it up to you directly, but I was just very curious, and I wanted to know if you would do something like that if there was somebody else in the picture.
No, never. Not at, no. Man, I know the message you're talking about. I honestly, I didn't think you saw it, and I mean, I saw it. Man, that's why I didn't bring it up. It was one of there's this girl at work, and she was just, I was showing her pictures of the kids and everything, and she was just looking through the phone, and I guess she hit it by accident is all that happened. I didn't.
What are you doing? I'm sorry. What do you mean a girl? What girl? What girl are you talking about?
It's just this girl at work that, she was just, she wanted to see some of the pictures and everything, and I think the message popped up at the same time, and I think she just hit it by accident. So I didn't think you saw it, so I didn't bother bringing it up.
I saw it, and is this that new girl that started last year? Is that one?
Yeah, it was. I mean, we talk. I mean, we sit near each other, so it was just, it was just like a kind of a daily chat kind of a thing, and she was just at my desk. That's all.
You're showing her pictures of our family. Did you say that some of the guys say that she's hot? Is like, are you? It's not funny. Is she? Do you think she's hot? I mean, you're obviously showing her pictures of.
Oh my God, baby!
Playing around with your phone, I think that it's a bit weird. I think if it's a professional relationship, you shouldn't be like having her, take your phone and then tap it with a heart. What are you thinking? You think this is? I mean, are you flirting with her?
Will you just let me talk here? Okay, it's not anything like that. Okay, and she's not new. I mean, she's been there for the year. I mean, it's we see each other all the time. So it's not
she's new to me.
It was nothing. Okay, I mean, it is nothing. There, she was looking at pictures of the kids. That's all. I had some pictures on my phone I wanted to show her. That was it.
What?
And the message popped up.
Then she probably did this on purpose. This is just that's not cool. Don't do that. And no, it's
okay.
It's nothing.
This is not cool.
Chris,
yeah.
I think.
Oh, come on.
I think clearly there's not a confident trust in your relationship. I don't know what's going on with you and this girl at work, but it sounds like there's reason for your wife, or your wife has some reason in her mind that she feels not the most confident in your trust. And so whatever's going on at work or not at work, I think that's something you guys got to figure out, because clearly Amy isn't comfortable.
Well, I mean, that well, that is something that look, we can definitely talk about that, but I'm telling you, it is nothing there. It was a simple mistake. It wasn't. I saw it. There's not a way to take the tap thing back or anything. So I just assumed, it was nothing, and I didn't bring it up. It was, it was no harm, no foul kind of a thing.
We're gonna let you guys go and sort it out.
Okay.
Amy, I would pursue this a little bit and see what's going on with this woman at work. Okay, Chris, thanks for talking to us. Amy, good luck.
I'm really grateful. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Bye. Clearly, there's insecurity in that couple, in that relationship with her. But I'm not okay with the phone being passed around.
Mm-hmm. That's flirting.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi. Mm-hmm. Hello. Let's come back. We just did a Ryan's Roses. I'm not so sure if he's cheating, but he's flirting. He's married 9 years. Long story short, we found out that he's letting a woman at work play with his phone and look at pictures on his phone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what is not flirting about that?
We don't know if it's happening multiple times, but he was just showing her pictures of his kids, so it sounds innocent.
It does.
But I don't like that she took it upon herself to, quote unquote, accidentally double tap the text message. And oops, I like that text
she
from
was
your wife.
clearly going through his phone.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just looking at us here. And why is she messing in his apps, right? It's like, if you show me, Sisney, a photo, and I grab your phone and look at the photo, I look at the photo, I give your phone back.
Yeah.
I don't close the window and go open your apps.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't scroll your text feed.
Mm-mm. And even if a text pops up, you don't touch it or anything. You just hand
Well,
the
I
phone back.
certainly read the ones that pop up.
Yeah, you do.
I will tell you that. I do read those pop-up screens. So beware, anybody that has that
I got nothing to hide.
function. Those excite me. But don't you think, Tanya, if someone like were to go through your phone, they feel comfortable enough to have access to you, and I don't like it.
Yeah, it's not great. But I don't think he's cheating because he sent the flowers to his wife. If he was cheating, he would have sent them to the girl at work.
So you don't think he's cheating?
I don't, no.
I clearly think he's not showing his wife enough affection or something, or just attention or whatever it is.
Right.
She feels void. He's got this other woman opening up his phone and his apps. It's a recipe for soon to be disaster if it's not yet. We'll come back with your calls here. Okay, let's get back to Ryan's Roses. Hang on, I've dropped my pen.
Oh, we'll wait for you.
I've gotten it now.
Okay, he's back.
So, Amy and Chris are married. Some sort of emoji came to her phone. He doesn't know how to use emojis. She's like, he's being influenced by somebody that's shown how to do these cute things on his phone. Turns out he was letting a coworker, female, play with his phone. It's one thing to look at a picture. It's another thing to give your phone to somebody and they're opening up your apps. That, to me, it projects too much accessibility and comfort for someone who's, I think, married.
Absolutely.
Am I wrong on this?
Yeah, and plus, like, who knows what other pictures he had on his phone? I know that Michael has tons of photos of me on his, like, photo scroll, so I wouldn't want his coworkers to see any of those pictures.
You wouldn't. No, I think.
Okay.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
Note to self. Next time Michael's here. No, but it's true. I always feel so. You know when someone opens up their camera roll and they start to scroll, I always turn the other way because even pictures of dogs look like dirty pictures.
Come again?
You know, just I'm saying, like, pictures when they're small, you don't know what they are, so you turn the other way, not to make the person feel uncomfortable.
Right.
But for example, if a female coworker of Michael's was in his phone and opening up an app, you'd be pissed.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little too close.
For sure. Megan, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I have a little fire under my seat. So,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, my ex cheated on me with somebody he used to carpool with. So I just feel like guys are so oblivious. Like, they think nothing's going to happen. They love the attention, and then the next minute they're cheating. Like,
So he just likes the fact that she's interested in his phone, and the next thing you know, he's going to cheat?
Well, I don't think he's cheating, but he sounded guilty. So maybe he's got feelings, or he's looking, or whatever. But, like, I don't know.
think
like,
it's
there's
total innocence.
danger here.
Yeah, I agree. Thanks for calling. I don't feel total innocence.
He was a little giggly. Too giggly for me.
Almost nervously giggly?
Yes.
And guilty giggly.
Exactly.
Jenna, good morning. Seacrest, Sissany, and the team. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are y'all?
We're good. So what do you think is going on with Chris and this woman at work after hearing that call earlier?
Yeah, okay. So I totally think that Chris and that girl from work are sleeping together. Because honestly, if he has been working with her for a year, he'd know her name. His wife would probably know her name if he mentioned it, or he'd be like, oh, hey, you know, that girl, Kathleen or whatever, I mentioned her once before. But he totally avoids her name because he's trying to create more distance from the girl that he's sleeping with.
Well, maybe, I don't know, but I definitely think her having access to his phone and being able to open up his apps is
so
wrong.
personal.
It's so personal.
Like that's not something you just hand that over.
No.
And of course, that's her. I mean, and then she didn't do that by accident.
Well, thank you for listening to Ryan's Roses. We appreciate it. I don't know if he's cheating or not, but I'm uncomfortable with the path that they're on. It doesn't feel like there's security and trust in that relationship. And it certainly doesn't seem right that he's letting another woman at work just play in his phone.
Just flirty.
Not okay. So that is a recipe for disaster. Oh my gosh, these roses physically exhaust me.